Welcome to Techstination. Joining us once again is Mike Dolder, the CEO of Lifesmart. Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Thank you for having us.
And also joining us in just a minute will be Alexandra Baker from the company. But first, Mike, let's talk about this holiday season. A real challenge for a lot of companies in the midst of a pandemic to get the word out there and get people buying their stuff. Fewer people, I guess, in the brick and mortar stores. So you have to kind of work around that.
Yeah, it's been a real different type year for us. And, back in March and early April, we weren't sure where we were going to end up in this whole thing. Some of the businesses that were not essential were shut down. A lot of the retailers were shut down. We were very fortunate in the fact that we do a lot of direct shipments to consumers. We were considered an essential business, and actually throughout this whole thing with the COVID-19, our business has actually tripled this year. So it's been, while it's been a real challenging year and not a happy year, we've had a very good year in our trade.
Well, one of the things we can talk about today are the things people are buying for their homes. They're spending much more time at homes. People are working from home. People are learning from home. And in your product line, you've got a pretty broad product line, are some chairs to add comfort for people of all ages. And Alexandra Baker is going to join us now and tell us a little bit about this lineup that Lifesmart has. Alexandra?
Well, Lifesmart is understanding that we are staying home more, and especially during this time, but really providing innovative products that really help you and take care of problems. It's all about really solving problems. Two big problems. We definitely have baby boomers and even individuals in their 50s and even younger who maybe have difficulty getting in and out of a chair, getting in and out of the seated position. So the lift chair has been such a revolution because now you've got something that's going to give you peace of mind. It's going to help lift you and aid your loved ones so that you can go from the sitting and standing position very comfortably and very easily. In the background, my husband is plugging in the chair for me right now, the one that I keep next to the Christmas tree. This
looks very festive there, I must say.
Oh, thank you. We are doing this right now, doing this Zoom call from what I call the Baker Home Studios. We've been Skyping all of our shows from home, as many people have since April 1st. And so the lift chairs, they look good. They're beautiful. So beautiful. In fact, I've made this the accent chair that I keep right next to my Christmas tree. That's why it wasn't plugged in. But just a beautiful accent chair in addition to being something that really helps individuals.
Well, tell us about the features that are built in.
Sure. I probably should just get into that chair. Sweetie, can I get into the chair now? He's plugging in one more thing for me. Oh, it's in that lifted, maybe I can just do this right from here. Okay.
Yeah,
can you see?
Yes, we can.
I'll remove the beautiful accent pillow. Okay. So right now I'm in that. I can see I was just standing, but let's say that can you hear me okay? Yes.
We can, and we can see that the chair is tilted forward.
Yes. So this is all the way up in the lifted position. So I can very comfortably, adjust myself if I needed to leave my loved one who maybe had some mini strokes or any types of issues. I could leave them to be able to get up and have that sense of independence. That's just so important for everybody to have that sense of independence, to get in and out of the chair, to go to the door, the restroom, what have you. But then everything is controlled right here from the remote control. Very easy to read. Up is up, down is down. So now I'm pushing the button down and you can see very quietly, very slowly, no jerking sensations, so if you've had heart surgery or hip surgery or knee surgery, you're very comfortably being brought now to the seated position. Now I can adjust myself if I want, but if I continue to press the button, which says down, just making sure I'm not going, yeah, I'm fine. I'm wide open here. I am able to actually You can see my foot is the feet are starting to come up from the footrest, and now I'm starting to recline. Now, if I wanted to stay in this position and, watch Netflix or watch Home Shopping Network, HSN, or watch any of my favorite movies, I could live right here. But if I need, for whatever reason, to sleep in the chair, it has a 300 weight capacity, and I can very comfortably, with the pillow, the softness, I can sleep in my power lift chair. It has a microfiber faded, suede feel to it. It's very velvety, easy to clean, and it's just so luxurious. But most importantly, it's quiet. And then I can turn the heat in the lower lumbar. I can turn on the massage. There's a variety of modes that are available. That's 8 different modes. I can select where I want to have the massage. And I can even control the intensity of the massage. So I adore my lift chairs in the house. And I know these have been exceedingly successful for Lifesmart in the last couple of years.
Yeah, this has been a category for us that it's probably the fastest growing demographic in the country. So we really hit on something here. The numbers this year for the massage chairs and the lift chairs have just been phenomenal. So we reached to 50 and over. And then Alexandra has a massage chair that we're doing as well, the shiatsu massage chair. So we reach an older demographic, and then we also reach a younger demographic with our shiatsu massage chairs as well. And you've probably seen, several different, these categories grow over the last 2 years. You've seen several players get into the chair business, and with the shiatsu massage, the thing that makes it so great now is we've got chairs that you can sit in. She's going over to our 3100.
Can you lower the shade?
3200. And what happens is these chairs now can actually give you it'll scan your body, and it hits you with 4 massage rollers that will double your intensity where your pressure points are. So they not only go up and down, they go in and out. So it gives you a full and complete massage. A lot of people refer to it as a human massage within a chair. So go ahead, Alexandra.
Sure. Well, starting with, I just want to talk about, as the woman of my home, of my house, as important as the full body massage is to me, there isn't a woman in America. Can you see me all right? The lighting is still funny. Okay.
Yeah, it's better
now. Much better. Okay. It is so important that the chair looks good. Nobody is interested in bringing in this oversized chair, and they're just so big, and they have a medicinal, or not medicinal, a medical look to them, or they look like they belong in a salon or a spa where you're getting your nails done and you're stepping into the pedicure chair. Nobody's really interested, I don't think, in bringing home that type of a product. When this chair arrived, I was first taken aback with just the sleek, luxurious look to it. I hope you're able to see. I'm going to pull back this table. I've never done this before. I mean, I've done presentations before, but I've never had to show the entire. Can you see it this way?
Yes,
Is it clear?
We can. It's an outline. It goes in and out with the lighting. But tell us, you're talking about the design of it, which is important. Not looking like it came off of SpaceX, perhaps, but looking more like it belongs in your home.
Exactly. So you turn this on. There you go. You hear it, the main control. And then I'm able to sit in this chair, nice and sleek. Everything that I need is on the remote control panel. Okay. So oh, sweetie, can you please get Queen?
That's just fine. Hi, Queen.
I'm so sorry. Queen Elizabeth is there. So it has 3 different preset modes. So the refresh is more like the awake and rejuvenate in the AM. You have relax, which obviously is calming and soothing. And this is wonderful in the evening. And of course, you have stretch. And it truly is a great stretch. Now, as I present and share with you, I need you to understand about 5 years ago, I had open back surgery. I had the worst sciatic nerve pain. So massage is paramount to me, and feeling comfortable and having the right type of shiatsu balls on my back. That's really important. But I love the airbag compression that goes from, the arms, the shoulders, the legs and the calves. And then you also have 14 of the massage balls that you're able to control. Now, those 3 preset modes, that's everything. But if you want to do something more customized, I can choose where I want that customization at any time, whether it's my waist, whether I want to completely recline and have that 0G, the rollers that are in the foot. I mean, this is so feature rich in addition to being so good looking. And so I'm going to be excited to be able to share this even more. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to put on my foot roller, or I can just choose the stretch. And then of course, in the evening, I'm a big fan of my Audible books, and it has hi-fi Bluetooth. So I'm able to play my music or put on my favorite books. And
so there's Bluetooth built right into the chair.
Yeah, the hi-fi speakers are right here, and it immediately connected to my cell phone. So I was able to listen to, my Luke Bryan last night. I can listen to my Audible books. And I cannot express to you, as somebody who has spent a lot of money over the years getting massages professionally, to be able during this time to have this in my home. I have very, very tight traps from all of the, keeping your head down as you're working and texting and posting and doing all that we do. It has been just a godsend to feel like I could have this type of technology, that this type of service, that this type of product exists, and that you can have this in your home. This is what people want as they're going through these challenging times, to have this type of pampering. I mean, I'm literally lulled and cradled, and it's becoming harder and harder to continue talking.
one of the key features of this, if you go all the way back, one of the features that everybody looks for is that 0 gravity position, because what happens is you go all the way back and your knees go up above your heart, and it takes all the stress off your body completely.
So I'm putting that on right now.
When she is back there listening to her book or the Bluetooth speaker, she's in a completely stress-free position and you can have the massage as strong as you want or as weak as you want. And the chair will actually scan your back and tell you where your pressure points are, and it'll approach those very evenly.
And I'm assuming too, with Bluetooth, you could pair this with many TVs today are equipped with Bluetooth to be able to transmit sound as well, or from a hi-fi receiver.
Yes.
That's a great point. Okay, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's exactly true. That's right.
Especially for many individuals who have trouble even hearing the TV. So that's another great option if you want to Bluetooth even your television. But here in this reclined mode, and can you see me, honey? Can you adjust it so that it's really clear for the gentleman to see, so that it's not looking too dark?
Her knees go up above her heart, and that just puts you in a completely stress-free position.
I have a question for you as well, Alexandra, about the intensity of the shiatsu. I assume you have some control over that, because there are some people who are really sensitive to it and say, boy, that hurts. But I suppose you can control that?
Well, I can definitely control the speed. And I feel like I prefer it to be a little bit more intense. Would this chair be for somebody who is frail and maybe 90 years old, or, just very, my mom is so tiny and very frail. She would be more comfortable I would think, well, I know she is when she comes here, in the lift chair and the massage and the heat that is in this chair. This is definitely for somebody who, frankly, is in pain and wants the feel of a real massage, as if you had two hands or four hands giving you a very therapeutic massage. I don't find the shiatsu balls to be uncomfortable. I have learned to angle my body ever so slightly to really combat any of that, but really with the speed is how I control the pressure. Am I right, Mike? I'm still learning the product. Is there an intensity indicator with the shiatsu balls?
Yes, you can raise and lower the intensity.
And
Mike, let me ask you this. One of the key things, I suppose, because obviously there's lots of competition out there for whether you're talking about the lift chairs or the massage chairs. And what consumers would want to know about is the durability of the motors here. What can they expect, on a long term in a couple of years? Is it still going to perform the way it did when you brought it in?
So on the lift chairs, just so you know, it's a vibration massage. It's an 8-point vibration massage. There's not going to be any difference from the day that you buy it until 10 years later. I mean, the intensity of that massage, it's a DC motor. It lasts for probably 25 years, just turning on and off. You can increase and decrease the intensity. As far as the heating element, same. I mean, it's very durable. On this particular chair, we offer a 3-year warranty. We've had less than 0.5% issues with the chairs in the 5 years that we've been doing this. And it's been basically trouble-free. A lot of people refer to a chair like this as like a dry hot tub. I mean, a dry sauna. You're going in it, you're totally relaxed. You've got heat, you've got adjustable shiatsu massage. The feet, so you not only have calf massage, and then, as she said, you have a roller on the bottom of that foot. So most of the chairs will either give you an airbag massage on your calves and nothing on your foot. Our chairs are full feature so that you can have that roller go up and down the bottom of your feet, and it's very comfortable when you're sitting there. And then it's got heat on in the actual chair as well with Bluetooth. So it's a really relaxing experience. And it has been a category that is both these chairs. We hit an older demographic with the lift chair, and we hit a younger demographic with the shiatsu massage chair. So we're covering all the bases.
Terrific. Alexandra, you look really comfortable there.
I really am. I as I said earlier, I've had some very tight, especially in the upper right, just behind my shoulder. I guess that's the trapezoid, and just crazy tight. And one of the at-home suggestions was actually to roll. You probably know this, to take a tennis ball, put it against the wall, and roll yourself to really focus that ball on the tightness of that muscle. Obviously, since using the chair just in the last several days, I can feel each time it's getting softer and softer to the point where I really don't feel the actual ball that used to be there any longer. And so it's therapeutic, it's comforting, it's cradling. What's happening in the feet, I've never experienced. The fact that the compression is going on in the calves, in the leg area, plus having that roller, I mean, it's almost, it's ecstasy. I mean, you feel like they don't do this in the salon.
You can put your arms in the sides, and it's got airbag massage on the sides as well.
Sometimes I can't pull them off because
we never thought that feature would be very important to anyone, but there's a lot of people that think that's the most important part of the chair.
It's the touch. It's the desire to be touched. I can imagine if, it's that feeling that somebody is actually compressing and giving you that massage in your hand, almost as if you just had that manicure and they give you the nice massage when they're almost finished. That it's just it's almost a loving feeling that it's giving you that type of touch. And also going back in the zero gravity position with my issues that I used to have in my lower back, I have one of the inversion tables. Inversion tables are wonderful, but you really have to be on purpose about getting on your inversion table regularly. I prefer to do the inversion this way. I'm not completely inverted as I would be on an inversion table, okay? But this type of the zero gravity, taking that pressure off of my back, I can see this being part of my routine, just like I would work out, just like I would get on my Pilates reformer. This would become part of my routine on taking care of myself and my body.
Terrific. Looks wonderful. Mike, there's one other category I wanted to touch upon before we let you go. And okay. I know you've been, I guess you're fairly recent into the pellet grill category with a model that's out there now. And those are growing in popularity too. So tell us what you have out there and how they're different from your competitors.
So what we've been able to do with the pellet grill, we were one of the first manufacturers in China to make pellet grills. We've been doing it for the last 10 years. And what sets our pellet grills apart from everybody else is the controller. It will hold the temperature of the meat plus or minus 2 degrees. And it's been a real phenomenal success for us. So when you go in, every pellet grill that we sell comes with meat probes. Put the meat probe in, you set your temperature at, say, 450 degrees, or if you want to slow cook, you'd set it at 250 degrees. The grill gets to that level, and then that probe will hold the meat temperature plus or minus 2 degrees. So I can go out and make brisket, which I just recently did. Put the meat probe in, put the brisket in there it was a 10-pound brisket, so we cooked it for about 15 hours at 250. And it held everything through. I didn't have to worry about anything. Came out and adjusted. Along with that, what we've been able to do with the pellet grills, what everybody likes about the pellet grill is the fact that you can slow cook. It gives you flavor. You have several. You can do hickory. You can do cherry wood. You can do mesquite. You can do any kind of flavoring with the pellet grill. It's great to slow cook. The difficulty with a pellet grill is that it's hard to sear a steak. It'll only get up to about 450 to 500 degrees, so it's very hard to sear a steak. And it is limited as to more or less slow cooking or oven type cooking, convection type cooking. So what we've done is we've added a griddle onto the side. So you're going to have a griddle option to go with every one of our pellet grills. So now I can actually make breakfast, lunch, or dinner on this thing. I can slow cook. If the kids want a hamburger or a hot dog, I can turn on the griddle and I can make a hamburger or a hot dog right away. If we want to do a complete meal, we can put ribs. We can go, you can cook the ribs 2 hours on, an hour off, and 2 hours back on, 2, 1, 2, right? And while that's going on, I can saute vegetables over here. I can take a tomahawk ribeye. We had 2 competitive cookers come out. They took a tomahawk ribeye. Most people will tell you the best way to make a tomahawk ribeye is to sear it on both sides and then cook it to temperature. So you sear the juices in. They took these tomahawk ribeyes, 2 of them, and they smoked them at 250 degrees for an hour. Okay, so they got the inside temperature of the tomahawk ribeyes up to about 135 degrees. They took those off and then seared them on the griddle. So it's a reverse sear instead of a traditional sear. So they seared them. It seared all the smoke in, all the juices in, and it was phenomenal. It was medium rare. It was probably the best steak I've ever had in my life. And we posted that video, and it was one of the most popular videos we've ever done. I mean, you're actually doing it totally backwards from what you're supposed to do, but the taste was just phenomenal. So with the advent of we make a 2,000 square inch pellet, 1,500 square inch pellet, a 600 square inch pellet, and a 500 square inch pellet. So you got all kinds of different sizes. When you combine the griddles with it, it's probably the most versatile cooking appliance for outdoors in the world. I mean, you can do basically anything.
I think you've made everybody really hungry.
I was going to say, Mike, that was very, very good. Yes, everybody's very hungry after that.
So that's my story.
And I know one of the things that you do at Lifesmart is you're very conscious about pricing and bringing these products to consumers at the most affordable prices that you can manage.
Yeah, everything about what we do is about value and that value proposition. So we want to give the best quality at the best price points that we can. And it's been a very successful format for us.
So people can find you at lifesmartproducts.com. Mike Dolder and Alexandra Baker, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Hey, thank God.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Stay safe.